offense line, you're going to go out there and block somebody. All right, let's go to practice. And I sit there with my journal and my notebook and my pen in my hand and said, I can't believe this. I've been playing football all this time just for me to realize it's the same 53.5 yards wide, 100 yards, same football that you're catching. You know, it's just football. And that's what he emphasized, and he made it very simple. What you're good at is what you're good at, and if you're not good at it, work on it. But this is something that Steve Spurrier Jr. taught me, and I still hold on to it to this day.
He is Trick Williams, WWE United States champion. We'll have more with him on the other side as the Garnet Trust Hour, presented by Krantz Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, rolls along on your Tuesday on The Game.
All my sports.
The Game Network. 107.5 The Game in Columbia. 96.9 The Game in Charleston. 100.3 The Game in Myrtle Beach. And 100.5 The Game in Florence.
Everybody loves streaming till you have to pay for it. Just download the 107.5 The Game app and stream us for free.
All right, everybody, let's tell you about our presenting sponsor here on the Garnet Trust Hour. It's our friends over at Krantz Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. KrantzCooling.com, K-R-A-N-T-Z, cooling with a K.com. You've heard us talk about them here on the program every single week. HVAC service, local, reliable for your home or your business. Repair, maintenance, and installation. They've been out to my home for new installations, for maintenance, for repairs. They've been out to Wes's home, too. You can trust Justin Krantz and his local family-owned business since 1983. They've been helping Midlands families and businesses with any of their HVAC needs. We're excited to say now they've added plumbing to the business. So whether you have heating needs, air quality for your indoor spaces, or plumbing needs now, 803-672-3224 or KrantzCooling.com. Give them a call today for any of your heating, cooling, plumbing needs.
Powered by Integrated Media. The Game TV. Sponsored by Shepherd's Glass. For auto, home, and commercial glass. ShepherdsGlass.com. In Chapin and West Columbia. The Game TV. Sponsored by Shepherd's Glass.
When you're craving scratch-made food, 29-degree draft beer, and the best seat in the house for every game, there's only one place to go. Twin Peaks. From juicy burgers and smoked in-house wings to ice-cold brews served by the friendliest team around, Twin Peaks is your ultimate sports lodge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you never miss a moment. So grab your crew and head to Twin Peaks, where the views are great, the food hits hard, and the beer is always colder than your ex's heart. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
When you're looking for an attorney, you don't need to look far for legal support you can trust. I'm DeWanna Looper.
And I'm Joe Weidman.
We're not just the voices you hear, we're the faces you'll see if you come in. At Atkins Law, we believe you deserve a team that listens when you're in need. We're small on purpose, local by design, and serve with compassion.
Whether you've been hurt on the job or in a car wreck, recovery comes first. We'll handle the rest.
Remember, who you hire matters, so hire a team that cares. Check us out at hollyatkinslaw.com.
Vista Roofing, your local CertainTeed Select Shingle Master. Looking for a roof that's built to last? Trust the certified experts at Vista Roofing for professional installation, top-tier materials, and peace of mind backed by industry-leading warranties. From repairs to full replacements, Vista Roofing delivers durable results and exceptional service. Call now or visit VistaRoofingINC.com to schedule your free estimate. Vista Roofing, raising the standard one shingle at a time. Springtime is a great time for a new car, and State Credit Union is a great place to finance that new car. With rates as low as 4.25% APR and up to 90 days with no payment, you can drive what you love and keep some money in your pocket. Visit State Credit Union's website for details and to find a location near you. SCSCU.com. Visit one of State Credit Union's 8 Midlands branches today. Terms and conditions apply. Equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
Email hijacking and ransomware are on the rise, and they're targeting your business. Once your data is out there, there's no fix, no reset. Do you know where your business is vulnerable right now? Find out with a cybersecurity audit from IntelliSystems. IntelliSystems is one of the few firms worldwide that's GTIA Cybersecurity Trustmark Assured, meaning the highest global standards. They find gaps before criminals do. Schedule your audit now. IntelliSystems.com.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Listen, it is not too late to stop this. Do not do this. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's damn near perfect. It's beautiful as it is. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. And stop telling me that the tournament isn't the tournament unless the 15th place team in the SEC gets in. Stop jerking with the best event in all of sports, you pigs.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. The Garnet Trust Hour with Chris Clark, Wes Mitchell, and Tyler Head. Sponsored by Krantz Heating and Cooling on the Game Network and the 107.5 The Game app.
Welcome back in. It is the Garnet Trust Hour presented by Krantz Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Tyler Head and Wes Mitchell hanging out today with WWE United States champion, former Gamecock, Trick Williams, ahead of Friday Night SmackDown as it heads into Colonial Life Arena. Get you some details on some promotions for that coming up as the show rolls along. But talking about the journey for Trick to get to where he is today as the WWE United States champion, all going back to his time here at South Carolina. You mentioned that introduction to Steve Spurrier on the first day of practice. Now, in the years since, as you've risen in stardom in WWE, have you talked to Steve? Is he aware of what you're doing? Have you talked to him in the recent years here?
Man, I have not talked to Steve Spurrier in a while, but I did stop by his restaurant and got some lamb chops, really good lamb chops over there.
Food was good.
Food was great, yeah, over there in Florida. He has a restaurant in Florida.
And I've heard it has like memorabilia very well done from what I've heard.
Very well done. Very nice restaurant. They love Steve everywhere.
Yeah, got to go check that out. But you were telling us a story before we had to hit that break about Steve Spurrier Jr., obviously his son, but would have been wide receivers coach at South Carolina and your position coach. So you want to continue what you were about to tell us there?
Yeah, man, I learned a very, very, very valuable lesson from Steve Spurrier Jr. He always would say, be the best at what you do. He said, some of you in this wide receiver room are tall and can high point the football. Some of you big and can block. Some of you can run really fast, and you're a really good deep threat. And, whatever it is that you do best, make sure you're the best at it. Because if you are the blocking wide receiver, but you're trying to be the deep threat wide receiver, and there's somebody better than you at being a deep threat, and now you're not doing good at your blocking, there's no room for you on the field. He said, but if you focus on what you do, and you're the best at it, nobody can do what you do better, then there's always a play designed for you. And that always stuck with me because that's exactly what we do at WWE. Whatever you do best, make sure you're the best at it, and people know you for that. So shout out to Steve Spurrier Jr.
That's something we actually talked about a lot last year. Mike Furry, now the wide receivers coach here at Carolina, of getting his guys to do all those little things that, again, not every wide receiver wants to be the guy that's, blocking in the run game and stuff like that. They want to be the one, catching touchdowns and making the highlights. But it's focusing on the small details that make you successful, not only in football, but other aspects of life, as you just mentioned, that's helped you apply that to your wrestling career as well.
That's right, man. It's very important.
So let's talk a little bit more about kind of your journey getting here. I saw Trick. I can't remember which you've done a lot of interviews, man. I can't remember which one it was, but is it true you were sitting in church and you had this was at the point where you were like, am I going to go all in on wrestling?
That's right.
And you were kind of just in one of those big life moment, kind of got to make a decision.
100%.
And you just got this message.
That's right.
Can you relay that story again?
That's right. At this time, I'm substitute teaching.
Was that in the Columbia area? Okay.
Probably Airport High School. Mm-hmm. Airport, if I'm not mistaken. Substitute teaching and coaching the kids. And I'm pretty good at what I was doing. I played football for a while, so I felt like I was making a difference, and helping the kids. I'm coaching the kids with my cleats on because I'm still in shape and I can show them how to get in and get out of the routes. Playing football is still kind of in the question, but it's just like, it's been a journey at this point. I go to the WWE tryout. I'm sorry, this is before I go to the WWE tryout. And I'm in church and I'm deciding, is this something that I should actually pursue or not? I'm like, man, I'm leaving these kids, I feel like I'm making such a good difference, I played, I feel like I can help somebody, get to a good spot or something like that. Or I have the opportunity to try to make it to WWE. Nothing is guaranteed in life, point blank, period. So should I try and just leave this place that I'm actually doing good and making a difference at, or do I take a chance for myself? Then I went to church, and it's kind of heavy on my mind because, shout out to the teachers because they deserve more money and they put a lot into these kids, and I don't feel like they get the respect or money that they deserve because I was struggling with it. But as I go to church, I go to the Brook right there, off of Farrow Road. And the message of the day was, your blessing will come from the rock, so follow the rock. I said, oh my gosh. My favorite professional wrestler of all time was The Rock. It's talking about the brook, water coming from the stone and everything like that. But the words that he used was The Rock. And I was like, man, this is crazy. And then from there, I just didn't question it. Like, I just knew it was like, man, if I came with this and I was like, God, what you want me to do? And the message of the day is follow The Rock. That's exactly what I need to do. So, once I get a message and I feel like it's ordained, I just go full speed.
That's awesome, and obviously it was the right path, and you're having a ton of success with that. As you get into learning the ropes of wrestling, going through the training and the tryouts, and again, it's one thing to be an athlete, it's another thing to be a professional wrestler.
That's right.
How quickly were you able to say, hey, this is going to be something I can do? And I will say, in watching your career these past couple of years, you have taken to this quicker than I think a lot of people have. And what was that process for you like in kind of learning the ropes along the way?
Man, it was hard. It was very hard because the coaches at South Carolina taught me, to be a good athlete, that means you got to stay on your feet. If you're playing wide receiver and somebody could tackle you, then that's not the goal here. My first day of going to WWE tryouts and learning, the art of what we do, they teach you how to fall down, hit the ground, roll, get up, take a flip, hit your back, get back up, and all this different type of stuff. This is not what we do as football players. The goal is to stay on your feet. So that mentally just messes with you, learning how to get up and get down and fall and land safely. So it took a complete restructuring of everything I knew to be athletic to succeed in this business as a professional wrestler. But it's kind of prophetic. It's kind of symbolic. If you get down, you got to get back up. That's exactly what we do.
You just mentioned The Rock a second ago. There was also a moment where The Rock was in the ring and the fans were chanting for you.
That's right.
I got to imagine that kind of had to be one of those moments where, like, you maybe got goosebumps, you maybe kind of looked around and pinched yourself a little bit. But what did that moment mean to you? How did that feel when, if you're my age, like, The Rock is, like, you watched Rock and Stone Cold growing up, if you're in my age demographic. So to have that happen, how did that feel?
Man, that was just further letting me know that I made the right decision. It's just one of those full circle moments that lets you know, like, hey, imagine if you didn't take that chance. Imagine if you stopped taking chances on yourself. Like, you never know how far you can go. And as crazy as a wild dream as it seemed like, chasing wrestling, it all panned out and it worked.
And, The Rock, when he was at his best, back in the Attitude Era and all that kind of stuff, could take something that on paper may not seem like a great idea and turn it into gold. And I think a lot of people look at what you did this past week with the Gingerbread Man funeral, and on paper it's like, okay, what's this going to be? And I say this as a fan of wrestling for over 20 years. That was legitimately one of the most fun segments I've ever watched because you made it work. Again, something that might sound silly to some, you turned into something that I think we're going to remember for a very long time. That's compliments you not only as a wrestler, but as just an entertainer in general.
Man, thank you so much because, Sami Zayn being the Gingerbread Man, I would do anything at all costs to get underneath his skin. And if that means throwing a funeral service in the name of the Gingerbread Man, I'll do it again. If that means I'm going to beat Sami Zayn.
Trick, let's talk a little bit about Friday. We got a lemon pepper stepper section, I'm told. Right. If you go to Ticketmaster, you can save 15% on your tickets with the promo code Lemon Pepper. What are the Gamecock fans? What are the Trick Williams fans? What is everybody in Columbia, South Carolina going to see when you walk out on that stage here on Friday?
That's right. If you are a fan of Trick Williams, you know I wore number 15 when I played at the University of South Carolina. So that's why we're going to do a very special 15% off of your tickets and come inside the Lemon Pepper Stepper section. That's where Trick Williams is going to have his own section, the Lemon Pepper Stepper section. And we have a promo code for you. You go to Ticketmaster, give us your dollars, we make you holler. And the code is Lemon Pepper. Let's talk about it.
I can't think of a better promotion for Trick Williams returning to Colonial Life Arena with WWE on SmackDown on Friday night than the Lemon Pepper section. We got about 2 more minutes left with you here, and I can't think of a better way to promote Friday's show than allowing you to cut your own promo these last 2 minutes. Why do people need to be in Colonial Life Arena to see you and see SmackDown on Friday night?
That's right. Reporting to you live, the sexiest and most entertaining superstar alive, Trick Williams, has finally arrived back here in the 803 Columbia, South Carolina. And since I am the anointed one, there's only one way to do it. That's wearing all white. That means if you are in attendance, that means if you are coming to the Lemon Pepper Stepper section, I need for you to be in all white, like it's an away game, like you got Dylan Thompson at quarterback, like you got Connor Shaw, like it's Jadeveon Clowney coming off that corner, take out LSU. You know what I'm saying? We're going all white. We're going to bring that sandstorm to the WWE, and we're going to show love for Trick Williams because it is his homecoming. Let's talk about it.
Wes, we couldn't have said it better ourselves, huh?
Love it. Love it. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Trick, man, we appreciate it. We know you're a busy guy. You got to run, got a lot of obligations while you're here in town. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Don't be a stranger, man. Anytime you're in town, you're always welcome to come in studio. And, man, hopefully you'll be holding one of those world titles here coming very soon.
That's right. I'll be holding that world title. Just like the Gamecocks led by Lenore Sellers is going to be holding that championship, the SEC championship this season.
He is Trick Williams, WWE United States Champion. Go see him at Colonial Life Arena coming up on Friday for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. We'll talk plenty about it more as the week goes along. Trick, again, thank you so much, and enjoy your week.
And thank y'all for having me.
We'll continue on the Garnet Trust Hour here on The Game.
Wow, what a play. The Game Network, Columbia, Charleston, Florence, and Myrtle Beach.
Hey, this is Tyler Head from 107.5 The Game and The Game Network. If you run a diner, bakery, coffee shop, burger joint, pizza spot, or that hidden gem everybody should know about, how would you like to get the word out about your business without spending a dime? Well, we got you. All you have to do is text your name, your business, and your phone number to 803-404-6100, and we'll be in touch. There is no catch. Time